they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On play action, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. The Bills at 7-2 here on the year, and they come in off a loss last time out, but they're still in the midst of a good stretch here, CD. Winners of 7 of their last 9.
And quite frankly, there wasn't a whole lot to draw on in the loss last week because they were dominating every phase of the game. You've got to hope that they show a little more life in this one because they certainly didn't have it in their last outing.
Allen's throw is complete, and they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 33. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4 down?
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
From the 27, Watson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not get...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, Allen. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big play that time for Cleveland. 52 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Browns have moved out in front. Now Cade York for the extra point.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen
swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now it's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35 on 2nd down, Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Watson now to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. To the air yet again, Watson. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. On the delay, here's Hunt. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Allen off the play fake. Looking deep for Adams. It got his man complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Bass is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And some room to work. Past the 20. Fights through him. 53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Allen.
toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. To throw again on second down. Allen.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Allen again. He hits Adams complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 24-17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
letting one fly deep for Cooper. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To the air, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now Allen, got to have this one. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Allen to throw once more. Setting up the screen for Cook. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes. Just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
And according to... Oh, no, he lost the football. Down inside the 10. And this is picked up by the Browns. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Faking the give, now Watson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Well, plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line.
They'll give to Cook on the read option. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Allen going to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis from 17 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Taron Johnson made the stop.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Watson. Completes to Njoku. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They run for it with Hunt. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it? This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cook up the gut. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's again to Cook. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever.